Just wanted to share that with you guys because I thought it was freaking hilarious.
Fever shared this video, and you can see Caitlin Clark making a ridiculous shot from the corner. So just yet another meme created by Caitlin Clark. This used to be associated with Michael Jordan. Now it's associated with Caitlin Clark because everyone who tries to guard Cece winds up doing this.
With the Chicago Sky Showdown just days away, Caitlin Clark is putting on a clinic in practice, sinking fadeaways with laser precision, dishing dimes like a seasoned vet, and moving with the kind of locked-in intensity that screams revenge game mode. This new footage from Indiana Fever practice proves that she can raise the bar even higher than you thought she could, and it's shocking the WNBA community.
I don't know if the Sky have the horses to keep up with the Fever. We've seen variety of scoring around Caitlin Clark, so I think their firepower will be just too much.
This is more than just a highlight video. It's a declaration, from the viral corner threes to the indisputable synergy with rookie Michaela Timson. Caitlin is obviously on a mission, and I promise you will want to watch every moment of it.
The Indiana Fever posted this on their Twitter page today. They said that Caitlin Clark to Michaela Timson connection, so it seems like they are excited about this rookie. I could actually see her eventually getting more playing time than Brianna Turner. They're going to need somebody like that who can run the floor, play defense, catch those passes from Caitlin Clark.
Michaela Timson, 18 pick in the draft, came out balling. She was a steal in the draft. She's definitely looking like she is going to be a big part of the future.
So Michaela Timson makes the final squad. Of course, Timson has those physical attributes that you can't teach and brings a good attitude to the floor clearly as well.
If you truly adore Caitlin Clark, please leave a remark right now.
Look like some footage has emerged of Caitlin Clark going off in practice. Fever currently got a couple injuries on the team. We got Sophie Cunningham, who's dealing with injury. We got Dances, who's dealing with injury. But that is not stopping from releasing some dope content. Yes, they're letting us know how sharp Caitlin Clark is.
Caitlin Clark is aware that everyone is watching her, but rather than avoiding the limelight, she is utilizing it to drive some of the most intense and remarkable practice sessions we have yet to witness from her.
Caitlin Clark played a ton of minutes last year. There were some games that she didn't even sit out. She's going to play a significant amount of minutes, probably over 30 minutes a game at least, and she wants to do that.
Caitlin Clark reacted like a seasoned pro when the Indiana Fever recently released exclusive video from inside Gamebridge Fieldhouse showing them switching their exercises from the practice area to the actual arena to replicate game-level pressure.
Caitlin Clark is shooting further than she was. Further. I didn't think that was possible, but she's doing that, and she's also got her teammates. Leah Boston's with her, Kelsey Mitchell's with her. There's some new faces. DeWanna Bonner, Natasha Howard, both WNBA champions. Sophie Cunningham, Sydney Colson, another WNBA champion, and also veterans.
In a single viral video that received over 100,000 views in just 2 hours, Clark is seen draining a silky fadeaway jumper from the corner, making it absolutely unguardable. Even her own practice opponent was stunned by the priceless reaction, which is now known by fans as the Caitlin Shrug, a funny yet appropriate meme that perfectly captures how defenders feel after being thrashed by CC.
Holes also quoted Caitlin has a different aura going into this season. It revealed that she was taking creatine. That's why you see that brolic frame from Caitlin Clark.
Additionally, Lexi Holes cited Caitlin Clark had a different aura going into this season. It was revealed that she was taking creatine, which is why you see that playful frame from her. The Fever social team released multiple clips of Clark, threading no-look passes, flat-footing defenders, and moving off the ball with unrelenting energy. Her chemistry with rookie Michaela Timson also stood out as they displayed fast break passes that appeared to have been practiced for years.
Timson signed a 4-year rookie scale contract with the Fever. She will earn $69,000 in 2025, $70,000 in 2026, $77,000 in 2027.
Fans were enthralled with just one short dish from Clark to Timson, demonstrating once more that Clark is not only a scorer, but also a facilitator, a floor general, and the obvious leader of this explosive team.
Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, Fever, Sky coming up. WNBA season opener for both teams. There's always extra hype when they play. It's fireworks whenever these two teams meet.
However, her mentality stood out the most in the video. There was no show or flash, just gritty, focused basketball, and it was clear that Clark was preparing for fight, which was approaching fiercely against the Chicago Sky.
I do believe that the Sky will be much improved. And Fever coach Stephanie White talked about keeping them off the boards.
Caitlin Clark looked better than ever.
While most rookies use the offseason to recuperate and get used to the fast-paced nature of the professional game, Caitlin Clark did the exact opposite. According to reports, she wasn't just working out, she lived in the gym. After attending endorsement appearances or promotional events, she would fly back to Indiana and return to the weight room by 8:40 a.m. the following day. This kind of schedule isn't just exhausting, it's relentless, but for Clark, it was essential. Because she knew that if she wanted to lead the Fever well into the season and beyond, she would need to be mentally and physically prepared to handle the workload.
Sophie Cunningham didn't participate in the open portion of practice today, but she's putting up shots post-practice. It is still unclear if she will play in the Indiana Fever's season opener against the Chicago Sky. Yes, it's a season opener. They want to win their first game. I mean, if there's anything that could aggravate her ankle anymore by playing her in this game, in a game that is probably going to be very physical, I honestly wouldn't mind if she sat out. I think the team can still win.
You know, again, it's a long season, so whatever the trainers tell me she's available to do, we'll work it in. Obviously, she's a huge part of what we.
The ESPN piece that was published earlier in the summer demonstrated how focused her strategy was and how important strength and conditioning were. Clark's muscle addition increased her lower body strength, and she put a lot of emphasis on preventing injuries, which is crucial for a player who makes contact and plays with such vigor.
We saw for the most part when Caitlin's not on the floor, Sophie seems to be that backup point guard, even though that's not her true position, but she did play backup point guard in college. Offense is just going to look a little bit different when Caitlin's not on the floor, but I don't expect her to be off the court.
Observing her most recent practice footage, it is clear that she has changed. She is stronger, quicker on her feet, and more explosive with each move. Even in scenes where she is launching fadeaways or coming off screens, her stability and balance have noticeably improved. Caitlin Clark's leadership has developed more than just her physical attributes. She's not just making shots, she's making challenging shots seem easy.
We gotta talk about this.
This was posted by the WNBA. Can we have some creativity? They have the New York Liberty at 1, Minnesota Lynx 2, although the Lynx looked horrible in preseason. They have the Las Vegas Aces 3, the Seattle Storm 4, and they have the Indiana Fever 5. I don't know what they have going on.
This is absolutely mental.
The Fever aren't just her team because of her scoring prowess. It's her vision, hustle, and unwavering drive that are making this squad a possible playoff threat. Behind the scenes, Clark played a crucial role in team development, even helping head coach Stephanie White and Fever general manager Lynn Dunn recruit veteran players when your rookie is not only leading in scoring, but also helping shape the roster. That's rare. That's franchise cornerstone behavior. Despite the roster suffering early injury setbacks, such as Sophie Cunningham and Darius Dantis both dealing with physical issues, Clark hasn't missed a beat. In fact, she has stepped up even more during these practices. In addition to honing her skills, she is motivating her teammates by directing traffic during scrimmages and hyping up major plays. Her voice is loud, her enthusiasm contagious, and her influence is evident.
Isaiah Thomas, he is out here talking about Caitlin Clark and Tyrese Halliburton. And this is what he said. When he walked in, I said, he's walking in like Caitlin Clark. This is a Caitlin Clark type of game. Spreading the floor right, shooting it from way out there. I think Halliburton is watching Caitlin. I see a lot of her game in his game right now. What I think is the craziest thing about this though, he's walking in like Caitlin Clark. That might be one of the craziest statements I have ever heard about an NBA player.
All of this preparation and intensity is obviously focused on one game, which is highlighted in bold red. Clark's matchup against the Chicago Sky isn't just another game on the schedule. It's an opportunity to send a message to the entire league that she isn't just here to play, she is here to dominate. If you've been watching women's basketball for the past year, you already know that this isn't just any game. Due to historical headlines and high expectations, the rivalry between Caitlin Clark and Angel Ree has become the most talked about in the WNBA. With the Indiana Fever and Chicago Sky scheduled to play, everyone is watching what looks to be a pivotal game for both Clark and the league's future.
The roster is down to 11, and rookie Michaela Timson gets that last spot.
Fever are set at 11 for now. It was pretty obvious they were going to keep Timson. Fever only going into the season with 11 players. They're a versatile team. They can go bigger.
Caitlin Clark is going to have to play heavy minutes. You can tell the difference when she's in the game versus when she's not in the game. They don't play with the same speed.
Rewinding for context, the media and fans have constructed a narrative that portrays Caitlin Clark and Angel Ree as two sides of the same coin ever since their historic NCAA final matchup. But in reality, these two embody radically different types of basketball energy and public opinion. Every move made by Caitlin with her deep threes, poise, and playmaking prowess, and Ree with her rebounding dominance, physicality, and unapologetic edge has been compared, discussed, and emphasized. Now that both players are at the core of two WNBA franchises that are rebuilding, this matchup turns into a struggle for dominance, bragging rights, and legacy.
But we haven't seen much of Dantas. She looks to be in incredible shape. We've seen that she has slimmed down.
Damiris obviously sat out of Atlanta too. Is her thing a day-to-day as well, or what's her
Yeah,
status?
it's day-to-day as well. I think making sure that we approach their health and wellness as a priority. They're ready physically and mentally as well. So again, I trust the training staff to tell me what they're allowed to do and what they're not allowed to do.
When the schedule revealed this early season encounter between Fever and Sky, the tension that had been building since the draft burst. The rivalry between Clark and Ree, a rookie that has been revived at the professional level, has been personal. For the fans, the media, and possibly even the players themselves, Clark has experienced more physicality in her first WNBA games than many rookies do throughout the season. She has been elbowed, double-teamed, and even reviewed for egregious fouls that weren't her doing. Although both players have attempted to downplay the drama in interviews, their body language and court demeanor tell a different story.
Caitlin Clark is shooting further than she was. Further. I didn't think that was possible, but she's doing that. And she's also got her teammates. Leah Boston's with her. Kelsey Mitchell's with her. There's some new faces. DeWanna Bonner, Natasha Howard, both WNBA champions. Sophie Cunningham, Sydney Colson, another WNBA champion. And also veterans.
Critics and skeptics have questioned whether she could adjust or if she would break under the pressure of expectations, but every time she responds with fortitude, she is preparing to play against the Sky team led by none other than Angel Ree, who has made it clear through her on-court vigor and off-court remarks that she isn't here to play nice. In fact, one of the most anticipated storylines is how Clark will handle the Sky's frontcourt duo of Camila Carter-Doso and Angel Ree. Both players are dominant on the boards and physical in the paint, and Fever coach Stephanie White has already mentioned rebounding as a major concern before the game. If anyone is ready for this moment, it's Caitlin, who has been in the gym watching film and honing her game for precisely this kind of matchup, which is high stakes, physical, emotional, and physical.
The Indiana Fever posted this on their Twitter page today. They said that Caitlin Clark to Michaela Timson connection. So it seems like they are excited about this rookie. I could actually see her eventually getting more playing time than Brianna Turner. They're going to need somebody like that who can run the floor, play defense, catch those passes from Caitlin Clark.
Michaela Timson, 18 pick in the draft, came out balling. She was a steal in the draft. She's definitely looking like she is going to be a big part of the future.
So Michaela Timson makes the final squad. Of course, Timson has those physical attributes that you can't teach and brings a good attitude to the floor clearly as well.
With new players and fresh chemistry, the Chicago Sky aren't the same squad as they were the previous season. They share the Fever's desire for fame, but despite the Sky's size advantage, the Fever have the X factor. The Sky may not be prepared for Caitlin Clark's expanding armament. With players like Michaela Timson, Aaliyah Boston, and Kelsey Mitchell surrounding her, she now combines her deep range shooting with lightning-fast passes and improved court vision to identify gaps in a defense before they even appear. Beyond the numbers, Clark is leading the squad and directing a system that has the potential to dominate execution and transition. If the practice footage is any indication, she is more than ready to rise above it all. You could feel it in her movements and the precision of every shot and pass. This isn't just an athlete preparing for a season, it's a competitor preparing him for war. This game is about energy and who wants it more. The Fever will be playing like they have something to prove, and Clark will be playing like she's tired of the disrespect, the constant targeting, and the attempts to undermine her confidence.
the final roster: Bonner, Boston, Clark, Colson, Cunningham, Dantas, Howard, Hull, Mitchell, Timson, Turner. That's 11.
This is the final roster. I think it's a good team.
It is anticipated that the arena will be crowded. Fans are picking sides, and commentators are forecasting explosions on social media. And both players are aware that this game might set the tone for the remainder of their rookie seasons. Thing is certain when the first whistle blows. It's not just about winning a basketball game, it's about making a statement that reverberates throughout the league and possibly the entire sports world. If Caitlin Clark excels and leads her team to victory, she silences the critics, flips the narrative, and reclaims the spotlight in a dominant manner. However, if Angel Ree is able to shut her down or outplay her, that rivalry only gets hotter.
Look like some footage has emerged of Caitlin Clark going off in practice. Not. Fever currently got a couple injuries on the team. We got Sophie Cunningham, who's dealing with injury. We got Dantas, who's dealing with injury. But that is not stopping from releasing some dope content. Yes, they're letting us know how sharp Caitlin Clark is.
As the clock runs out to tip off, it's obvious that Caitlin Clark isn't just getting ready for another game. She's getting ready for a moment to silence the skeptics, to rise above the noise, and to put the entire WNBA on notice. The video shows that she's locked in, dialed up, and ready to lead this Indiana Fever team into battle with unmatched heart and legacy intensity. So when the Fever play the Chicago Sky and Caitlin Clark face off against Angel Ree again, keep in mind that this isn't just about points and rebounds. It's about legacy intensity and the fire that's fueling the future of women's basketball. Get ready for a showdown unlike any other, because if this practice is any indication of what's ahead, we're in for something special. If you're riding with Caitlin Clark all the way, smash that like button. To show the world that you are a loyal fan, post a 100% positive response in the comments section. The Indiana Fever have officially released Jaylen Brown today. Subscribe for more exclusive WNBA coverage. Jaylen Brown, the guard, has just been waived off the roster. Thank you, Jaylen. It appears like Jayla Brown has at last found her faith. It should come as no surprise that 26-year-old guard Jaylen Brown of the Indiana Wave entered the craze on Tuesday afternoon after Dallas's final roster spot.
Today, the Indiana Fever have officially released Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown has simply been waived from the roster. We have waived guard Jaylen Brown. Thank you, Jaylen. And it looked like Jayla Brown has finally met her fate. Indiana waived 26-year-old guard Jaylen Brown on Tuesday afternoon. Brown came into the Fever from Dallas.
Final roster spot. No surprise, Michaela Timson. I don't think she'll play much this year, but going forward, she definitely is a Natasha Howard replacement.